It must be logical and fair, considering our legitimate and legal interests and concerns. The Islamic Republic of Iran is ready to re-enter nuclear negotiations. The Islamic Republic of Iran has never, at any point in time, sought to acquire nuclear weapons, and these weapons hold absolutely no place in our national security calculations. We have consistently been prepared to engage in confidence-building measures concerning the entirely peaceful nature of our nuclear program, and this commitment has been unwavering, both in the past and continuing into the present day. We are ready to enter into negotiations, provided that these talks are conducted from a position of equality based on mutual interests.
And it should always be characterized by a genuine and profound sense of mutual respect.
In the name of God, the merciful and the beneficiary, I would like to greet all of the members of the press, and first and foremost, I would like to thank distinguished brother Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan for inviting me and for his hospitality and the warm interest that he has extended to me and to the accompanying delegation. We had very productive negotiations. We talked about various different topics, about various challenges, had exchanges of opinion both in relation to bilateral relations, regional issues, and international issues. Iran and Turkey are both neighbors and friends. And in dire days and in good days, we have always sided with each other. The relations between the two countries throughout history have always been brotherly and in a friendly manner, especially in the recent times when the Zionist regime attacked the rights of the Iranian people, and also during the recent terrorist attacks that we experienced in January. Apart from outside our country, this was actually governed and managed by the Israeli forces. The Turkish authorities have always sided with us, and they have always supported us, expressing their very valuable opinion indeed. And likewise, in this manner, on behalf of the Iranian government, I would like to thank the whole country, the government of Turkey, to the president and to Minister Hakan Fidan. And I would also like to thank my counterpart for expressing his wishes for condolences on the lives lost during these events in Iran. We agree as both countries, both the events that are taking place in our region that are actually because of the illegitimate interventions of some outside forces. Israel regime is actually implementing some conspiracy theories and is trying to weaken the countries of the region so that there is a warfare so that they can reach their own wishes and targets. We agree with my counterpart. The Zionist regime has the intention of creating a war which is never ending, and they want to manage and govern the whole region. This is a very important threat, and this is something which all the countries of the region see clearly. In order to fight against this common threat, unfortunately, they are receiving the unlimited support of the American government, and some Western countries are also supporting them. And vis-a-vis this attack, the countries of the region and Islamic countries should be more careful. When we had deliberations with my distinguished counterpart, Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan, we talked about all the tension in our region and the destructive effect of this in our region. We believe that all the countries of the region and the safety of all these countries is the safety of the whole region. The fact that one country enters a war is going to create such a threat for the countries of all of our region, and it is going to disrupt the stability and security, and we're against all such interventions. And the plans of the Zionist regime should be what we are targeting of, and we will be welcome to participate in any countermeasures to these plans. To protect the national interest and also the regional security is our priority as Iran, and we never accept any dictation. And our previous experience has always shown that USA has never been loyal in the negotiations and has never shown any goodwill. But despite this, Iran is always ready to diplomatic processes that are based on common sense, on wisdom, on justice, taking into consideration our fundamental rights. The Islamic Republic of Iran once again is ready to sit down at the negotiation table pertaining to negotiation on nuclear arms. We never are in search of nuclear arms, and we never included this in our calculations for our own security and safety, and we have always defended that our nuclear initiatives have always been peaceful, and we are still at the same point, standing on the same position. Our nuclear activities have always been peaceful, and we never have been in search of nuclear arms. If these negotiations are based on mutual interest, mutual respect, and mutual trust, then we are ready to continue these negotiations. And if these negotiations are conducted in a just manner, with conscience, the Islamic Republic of Iran is always ready to participate in these negotiations and in this dialogue. To the government of Turkey, we do believe that their approach to find regional solutions to regional problems is the correct approach, and we are supporting this to protect the interest of our region. And we are always supporting any dialogue, any negotiation to establish peace amongst the countries of the region, so that the tension is reduced, so that stability is achieved, and we're always supporting all negotiations and would like to be a part of these negotiations. Regional ownership logic is the basis. With my distinguished friend and counterpart, Minister Hakan Fidan, we talked about Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and the other problems. My counterpart has already mentioned our initiatives on this. We are supporting territorial integrity in Syria, and we want to see the end of the occupation of the Zionist regime. And we believe that the government should be established and strengthened with the participation of all units in Syria, all citizens of Syria. We want the stability and unity of Syria, and we believe that the stability of Syria is going to provide stability for the region. Likewise, in Iraq, in the recent elections, the wishes of the Iraqi people should be also taken into consideration. For a just election, the Iraqi people have participated with a high participation rate, and we would like to congratulate the Iraqi people for achieving this. And we are against any kind of oppression that is going to violate their choice. In relation to Lebanon, we believe that amongst all the groups, there has to be a national dialogue established. And the Lebanese security strategy doctrine, this should be the decision of the Lebanese people. We are also supporting the outcome of this dialogue, and whatever the result of that dialogue, we are siding with this. Also in Palestine and Gaza, we want the genocide to end as soon as possible, and humanitarian assistance to be provided to the people of Gaza. We would like to thank the Turkish government for their initiative in the establishment of peace in Gaza. They have really worked hard to achieve this. And also especially President Erdogan and Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan. We are grateful for their efforts because they have always exhibited a very constructive approach on this aspect. And we support any type of participation of Turkey, which is important for peace and stability of our region. And we are supporting their active participation in all these mechanisms. In relation to economic issues, we also had some deliberations. We discussed how we can overcome some economic problems. And because we have limited time, I'm not going to talk about them in detail, but I would like to suffice by saying both sides are supporting the strengthening of the economic relations. Once again, I would like to thank the officials of Turkey, starting from President Erdogan to the members of parliament, to the ministers, to the members of press, for supporting Islamic Republic of Iran, for their constructive attitude, and for their actions against the conspiracy theories of the Zionist regime and siding by Iran. I would also like to thank my distinguished brother Hakan Fidan, to the Turkish government for their hospitality, and thank you very much for your patience.